The main ideological problem that Wall Street seems to, and its and the Republican Party and conservatives seem to have with Social Security is that a bunch of us are putting aside a small amount of our paycheck every month into a collective fund that helps out older people, disabled, the poor, etc., with the knowledge that if and when we, and certainly when we are in that situation, we can draw from that same fund. But we're doing that instead of investing in Wall Street, which is what they'd like to see us do, right?
I think that's part of it. And also there's a belief that this should not be something that government does, or if it does it, it should be much smaller. Well, we have a very modest system to begin with, about $1,100 a month for people with disabilities, about $1,300, $1,400 a month for retired workers. Uh, we uh, we standing in the way of expansion and standing in the way of an open debate about this has been a huge amount of money put forth by billionaires like Peter Peterson, the Koch brothers, who have been making the case that this is not sustainable and have been, for a number of years, very effectively, until recently, controlling the policy discussion. Increasingly, we're seeing members of Congress come out and say it's time to think about expansions. And we've also seen strong efforts to block proposals that were mainly Republican, but even our president proposed cutting cost of living adjustments in the context of deficit reduction. Uh, you know,
And yet
Firstly,
they and when they talk about these things, they always tell us that they're doing it because they actually want to strengthen Social Security because they know that that
absolutely.
plays well in the
Yeah.
public.
Burn it down to strengthen it. Burn the village down to save it. Same kind of idea. And or in other way, I think in fairness, some would say they 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 view it as a small change. Now, and sometimes they use a very unfortunate word, a little tweak to the system. They don't recognize that their little tweak, particularly those who are very well off, a little tweak that reduces benefits by $1,000 20 years out for an 85-year-old, that's not a little tweak.
Right.
That's a major cut out of the income of an older person.